There's the first one of the morning. Took about 4 casts.
Dude, coming soon. That's what Sam is doing. The Chaos 2 is coming soon.
Hold him, man.
Oh, that's nice. Neat chunk.
Uh-oh, got a double. So what is happening, people? Hey guys, we are on the Eno River today doing some white bass fishing. Hey, got Dennis with me today. Dennis had told me he wanted to come and do some white bass fishing. So he's down here fishing with me today. Look, don't forget, while I think about it, please subscribe to the channel. It don't cost you anything to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by June. That's my 5-year anniversary. So if you don't mind right now, click that subscribe button. It really helps me and I appreciate all my subscribers. So stick with us today in the video. I'm gonna show you some lures. Hey, knockout lures that Dennis is making. Got a big paddle tail on them. Creates a lot of vibration that these white bass cannot resist. So I'll show you that later. And we're gonna go over some tips in here, how to find these fish on these rivers. So stay with me and I hope you enjoy the video.
What? There he is.
All right,
They'll hit it though. I don't think it's a very big one, but it's a white bass.
There he is.
What fighters? My goodness gracious. Remind me of smallmouth.
Oh yeah, that's.
I'm just holding him.
Oh yeah, he gonna go to really cutting up when he gets over here. That's
You know, I've learned that too. That's how you lose your big crappie. Horse them. Let them take their time.
Oh yeah,
You horse them, just jerk it out of their mouth.
That's a good one. Pretty fish. Pretty fish.
Now,
That's
I snuck something in on you.
That's 17.
This is live bait. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
live bait in the Chaos. You kept saying the live bait was hard to be. I said, well, I'm gonna put a live bait on
that
Chaos.
live bait was crushing them up.
We're using the Chaos guys, Chaos 1 and Sandstone, mostly the Chaos 2. That's why I caught the couple on. Is the Chaos 2 coming soon?
Uh-oh.
That's what Sam is doing. The Chaos 2 is coming soon.
Hold him, man. We'll get a.
The regular Chaos guys is 2.5 inches. The Chaos 2 is 2 inches. And I've said this in Wednesday night videos for you guys. Whoa, that's a pig. For the guys that don't watch all the videos on Wednesday nights, I give a lot of information on Wednesday nights of what's going on with Lake Country Baits, what's new, what's coming up. And the Chaos 2 is going to be mostly dual colors. We're all going to have Virginia shad in it. Right now, that's the only solid color because that's one of my best-selling colors.
All right. Look, there's 2 right there.
Bam. What do you think, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Doubles.
2 good. I don't know. He gets bigger. He gets closer.
Bam, look at that. Oh, he's a fighter.
Oh, that's what I love.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice, neat chunky. Good gosh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's big.
Well, that decided to come on. Yeah. 12
Nice.
inches.
Oh, yeah.
All right. There's the first one of the morning. Took about 4 casts. Got a live bait color on there, you can see. And so you wouldn't think I would use that particular color in this color water, but the one thing that makes this lure so deadly is look at that big paddle tail right there. That thing thumps in the water, so these fish can find this lure even though it is not the optimal color that I normally would use in this color water. That tail thumps almost like a blade on an inline spinner. So, hey, let's go catch another fish. There he is.
I felt him good.
Thumped it, didn't it?
Uh-huh. Bam. Finally got a fight.
Most activity was on the down current.
Catch on. I've been watching you reel. That's something I'm going to tell people they need to do. If you're fishing with somebody and they're catching fish and you're not, stop and watch them a minute. I was watching the speed that you're retrieving.
Right.
And I think I was moving mine too slow. So I started reeling a little faster and I caught one. Sometimes you got to find the mood they're in or what they're after.
That's right.
Like I say, this is new to me. I've never done this. So this is the first time I've caught a white bass in years. All right. All right, guys. Y'all can see today I'm with Wildlife Adventures, Mr. Sam.
Yes, sir.
White bass fishing on the Eno River. So I told him I come down North Carolina, I have to use my North Carolina accent.
That's right.
So if you're white bass fishing, regardless on the rivers that you fish, these particular rivers here are not as rocky as some rivers that these white bass travel up. Here you can get a fairly good sized boat on here, on this river. The further you go up the river, of course, the shallower it is, the more stumpier it is. So you can find these fish in these deeper holes as you move along. So if you've got 6 or 8 feet of water, you may have some holes that are 6, 8, 10 foot deep that you can find them in. And a lot of times early in the year, you'll find them, they'll back up against the bank and be much shallower. And I really personally think they're just actually up there sunning and waiting on the spawn. So when the water temperature gets about that 55, 56 degrees, these white bass will be doing some spawning. All right, he slammed it. He slammed it, y'all.
Bam.
He slammed it. The big one of the day.
I haven't filmed many of your catches, so I'm gonna cut them.
Oh yeah.
No, I got one
There
too.
he is, boy.
Bam.
Telling you,
I
we own them. Hey, we own them. Good gracious alive. Dennis got one over there on that side. Let me turn the camera on around.
It's like I said was out like at the Heiko. If they want to see your video, I want it to be different from mine. Bam, that's a good one. Wow.
Dennis got one on there.
They are so mean.
Dennis is playing him out for y'all.
Oh, he thinks he's a pit bull. Great time of day. And
They are some ferocious fighters.
he's a fat one too.
They are some ferocious.
That's why they're fun to fish.
They are ferocious fighters. Yep.
And I got new color on Buster.
Buster.
This is the Chaos 2.
I had the blue
Yeah,
moon.
this colors is coming. It's going to be a couple weeks now. Don't y'all
That
go
right
looking
there,
on
boy.
site. They're not there yet.
Look, that paddle tail right
Oh,
there
man.
puts a thump off. See how wide that is? That's like putting a spinner on a bait
Yes,
right
it
there
is.
without a spinner.
Yes,
And
sir.
that thump right there just
Brothers.
draws them. I mean, it draws them like a line to a gazelle.
Yep. Good ones. Sisters. Brothers.
Brothers.
Siblings.
Yes, sir. Pressure's on him. We need a double. Spotlight.
Yeah, they're running for that trolling boat even when it's running. You wouldn't think it would.
Back through the other one. Look, Joker done went around the live scope pole, went around the trolling motor, and he ain't big enough to do all that.
He's trying to get away.
He was trying to get away. Boom. Pretty fish, pretty fish.
Yep. He said, I'll go around that object here and get rid of him. There's one. Bam. Bam. Oh, this one acts like he's a pig.
He probably is.
These are some of the hardest fighting fish.
They
though.
fight
My-
good, don't
Oh my goodness. He just, you think you got a 10 pounder on right now. He thinks he's 10 pounds. I know in Texas, y'all guys, you got one too? I know in Texas, y'all guys
I
catch white
catch
bass
up with you.
in the creeks. They run up in the creeks in the spring.
Y'all been wearing them out? Yeah, we caught a few. Catch any on the red bank? I done fished the red bank twice. I ain't caught the first fish off of it. You? Both? Catching both. Oh, really? We catching both. We caught some females and some males too. 28. It's that new Chaos 2 bait. That thing got a big old wide tail on the end of it. Puts out a lot of vibration. They can't stand it. You can find that on Lake Country Baits. You like that, didn't you, Brian? Yeah. So many times also you'll find on the river, if you've got a lot of boat traffic on the river, these white bass will push right up against the banks on either side, or either go right to the bottom. Now today we've seen one other boat. today. So I always like to come to the river during the middle of the week when there's not a lot of boat traffic. I fished this river before when there was a lot of boat traffic, and you would catch the fish right up against the bank. So that's the place to look for them if you've got a lot of boat traffic. If you go up the rivers where the water averages 5 feet and shallower, if it's boat traffic, they will settle right on the very bottom of the river. And today we've been catching a white bass that's actually been suspended. But as you go up the river, if it's a lot of traffic, those white bass will push right on the bottom. So that's kind of where to look for them when you're fishing. And basically you'll be fishing. So basically up the river, you'll be catching them anywhere from bank to bank, all out in the middle. I probably catch more out in the middle where it's shallower. Down the river where it's deeper, you're going to find them on the shallower side of the bank most of the time. Now, I'm not saying you won't catch them in the middle suspended in deeper water, but most of the time on the shallower side of the bank is where you'll find those fish this time of year. Now, every time you have a rain, the river comes up, it starts back down. This is what the biologists tell me. You'll get a push of fish. They could be pushing up or they could be pushing down. And so just look for that. You don't want to come when the river is at its highest. You come just as it's dropping off. We're 2 days behind a big rain that we had. So river's got a lot of current in it right now, but it is on the fall. And we've seen a lot of fish moving around. So I just hope these tips help you when you come down here fishing. Corner, it's going to be some on this corner. Oh, that's a good one, y'all. Look at him digging. Good gracious, boy. All right, now I've switched colors. We're still using that Chaos 2 bait. There, switch colors. That's the, what color is that, Denny?
Blue moon.
This blue moon. I think I had a brain fart there for a minute. That's the blue moon color right there. That little dark, that little blue in there. He couldn't stand that color right there, boy. Boom. Dennis, I'm gonna let you get set up. From here to that stump up there, we ought to catch 2 or 3. So guys, here's another tip, and I hope you can see it, and I showed it in the video. This is a new bait. It's called a Chaos 2 bait right there. You can see. You see how wide that tail is? I hope you can see that in that sunlight. See how wide that tail? Chaos 2 bait. That bait puts out a tremendous amount of vibration. And I'm gonna show it to you right here in the videos. Look how much vibration that bait is putting out in the water. Now, one of the reasons what makes this bait so good, that vibration puts out almost as much as like an inline spinner. I fish a lot of inline spinners here too. It puts out, that spinner flipping in that water puts out vibration, and that attracts those white bass. Even in this muddy water right here, boom, they coming to find that bait because it's coming through the water like that. They can't stand it. So that's the Chaos 2 bait by Lake Country Baits. You can find these online. It's only a few colors out there now, but check them out. And lakecountrybaits.com, and you can get some of these baits, and hey, it's lights out on a white bass.
Oh, something fast. There's a nice one. He was a big mark out there over there. Come across the top of his head. He turned off the other way like a turkey time. I said, all right.
Yeah. Maybe that was him. Come back. Hit him, Denny.
Yep.
Got to be another one over there. Not as big as we've been catching, but hey, we can't help with bites, can we? All right, that's another one on that.
Bluegrass.
Another one on that blue moon.
Yeah, blue moon.
Blue moon, yeah. Another one on that blue moon. One about 12 inches. Turn him back. Oh, male.
That's a big one so far, I believe.
Look how full of eggs that fish is. new Chaos 2 bait, that little thumping tail, man, they